not the experience we're looking for. We're not looking to supersize the phone. This is, you know, media consumption, productivity, that type of thing. You have access to the Google Docs, cloud services. You know, it's looking to be all-encompassing. I know, yeah, media-centric, but no, not calling and texting. I'm not sure if the group knows.
So if you're making a decision right now whether or not to buy an iPad or not, what's the specific process?
I mean, for me, if you want a tablet, you want something portable.
Or a tablet.
What?
I do want a tablet, yeah.
You want something portable. This is a smaller form factor than the iPad. If you've seen the iPad, there's double the bezel.
A lot of wasted space.
The benefit here, since you don't have all that bezel, you see my fingers are in there and I can type like this, no problem. Whereas the iPad, it's more of that type of experience. So the other thing is, granted it's bigger, it has a smaller screen. It's 9.7 inches, this is 10.1. Throw in both two cameras, 32 gigabytes built in,
and the
expandability, processing speed that blows that out of the water. You know, I'm sure they're gonna have a next version at some point, maybe, you know, the idea is that we're gonna sell this and it's gonna work for you. You're gonna be able to upgrade it to 4G at no cost. You want more memory, you're gonna get it. It's OT upgradable, so you don't need a computer to run it. With iPad, you have to have a computer to turn the thing on and get everything going. They're gonna focus a lot on clouds.
Interact like when you have a PC, can you interact with this device, or is it just independent?
No, it will interact with the PC. It will show up as mass storage.
And you can file share, and you can...
It will have DLNA, file sharing, cloud syncing. One thing they're going to introduce is a new audio service that allows you to stream, instead of having music on your tablet, you could stream it from your home computer over the air. So whatever's on your home computer will play on your tablet. So there's no need to sit there and copy things over. You can access that whole library over the air.
Could you access it over your network? Like if you were in some other place, can you access it? Can you access your home computer from like another state?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah. So using 4G.
They're looking at audio files for that right now. I'm sure that's going to be expanded on, but I know that's going to be included. Is the audio portion where I can install something on my computer that lets me over the air.
And data as well, of course.
What do you mean?
Just tracing your content. I mean, you know, we get all back up in the cloud.
Oh, I got you. They're taking a heavy emphasis on cloud computing. So I know the music portion is there for sure. They're looking for more Google Docs integration for the office, you know, productivity portion. But that's where Google is headed. So, you know, again, the fact is that it's OT upgradable. We're looking for the next version. Google's going to come out with the next version, so we'll be right there with them.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. Thank you for your time.
Take care. Enjoy the show. I'm here for I'm trying to make my sound louder. I can't. No, I'm not here. Sorry. I don't think we're all working here. So yeah, sorry. Android 3.0 honeycomb. Yep.
So what's a wheat?
Go ahead.
iPad, I guess.
It's like a fraction lighter than the iPad. The bigger thing, you know, I wouldn't say the weight is more so the size, that it's much smaller, bigger screen though.
So it's a
10.1. The iPad's a 9.7, so it's that's the big thing is the bezel. iPad, they've decided to put a much bigger bezel. You know, we have to have a bezel for things like the front-facing camera, but, you know, a lot less. Where you can type, you know, you're going to be able to type all the way across.
Screen size.
10.1?
It's only through Verizon.
At this point, it's only through Verizon.
And no release date.
No release date or pricing announced yet. It has the soft touch metal backing finish. It will ship with Gorilla Glass on the front, so you'll have scratch resistant.
Is Wi-Fi or 3G?
Wi-Fi, so fastest Wi-Fi networks, 3G built into it, 4G LTE upgradable, and that's going to be a free upgrade. It's going to be an actual hardware upgrade, but Motorola is going to provide that at no cost. So if you bought this thing for the the crowd, the first generation, people who are buying immediately, they are not going to have to buy a new one 3 months from now. You're talking maybe a week turnaround to get it back. Once we have that available, we'll send you a kit, send it in. Your device will be upgraded and your device will be sent back. It's not a lose all information. You're not getting someone else's device. 32 gig out of the box, micro SD card up to another 32 gig, up to 64.
And then is it an AMOLED screen or?
You guys are gonna have to stop touching it.
Are you guys not allowed to show the UI?
Yeah, we're not showing the UI. We're showing the videos that showcase.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah. I thought it was a touchscreen tablet.
He's going to town, man.
Yeah, that it is.
I'm like, we're touching.
We're only showing the videos.
I wanted to see where the replacement for the hard keys and the gestures were, so that's why I went into that mode.
Yeah, no problem.
Is it an AMOLED?
It is not an AMOLED. It's 1280 by 800 resolution, so it is a better resolution than the iPad, and it's 16 by 9, so if you play videos back on it, it's edge to edge, no bars. Oh, no problem. So the big thing is the 3D interface. You can flick through things.
Is that your...
Why is that big, considering that Vista sort of had that since the Aero days?
Who's that?
Vista and Aero, the Aero UI, the glass UI, basically.
I would say that's more of a
Marketing
computer
perspective.
You're saying of a computer
Well,
interface?
if you say 3D, it's not. You're dealing with an OpenGL stacking interface there. What I want to know from Motorola.
We're saying an all-encompassing 3D, so YouTube is in 3D, your home pages are in 3D. That's the way it's moving around. No other tablets have that. Other tablets, in comparison to other tablets, they're a page of icons in a supersized phone version. So the idea is to present a more appealing interface to a tablet user.
Is this a Motorola skin on top of the Android?
This is a Google Experience device. So this is Google software 3.0 Honeycomb. It's just the interface. Instead of being a flat icon, YouTube is moving around you in a circular fashion, You're in the gallery and you tilt the device. You have, let's say, a folder of music files. You turn the device, you're going to be seen behind the other album art covers, if you watch along here. So again, it's designed not to just be a supersized phone. It's truly designed to be a tablet is the point to take from that. And as it goes through, it's going to showcase more of that. If you've used Android before, you know that the big thing has been customization. So the homepage still maintains the widgets. You can customize the homepage. You're not just looking at a big page of icons.
Is there a USB port on it?
It does have a USB. So the cool thing about this is for productivity, it's micro USB, but there will be an adapter that will support any camera, hard drive, USB keyboard. It also will have a Bluetooth keyboard available as an accessory, a folio. You have the dual cameras is another thing. So you have a 720p camera on the back, front-facing camera for video chat on the front. And this is one of the big things Google's added to enhance that tablet experience is the 2-column. I know iPad brought this along with Mail, but they're putting these APIs available to developers so they can. Gmail has it now, but let's say Fandango chose to put the movie theaters over here, then they can have this secondary column. When you click on it, it shows you what's going on at that theater. But they'll have access to this, so those app market apps aren't just a 1-column type deal.
What's the battery life?
You're looking at about 15 days standby time, 10 days video playback, about 6 to 7 hours on 3G internet.
Oh, no, that's good. So less than the iPad.
is what we have to go up against the iPad, and really, you know, it has everything that people have been demanding in the tech industry and general consumers. You know, like you're buying.
It's a Tegra chip.
It is a Tegra dual-core chip, 1 gigahertz, and you have the NVIDIA dedicated GPU. So they are going to bring 3D games edge to edge. You know, unfortunately, we're just doing the videos at this point. So
Can you show a video?
So this is another thing. As you watch YouTube, we'll kind of do, instead of just scrolling through a list, it's a 3D effect. And that's what we're bringing here. Not a flat phone-like experience, but a innovative, new, fresh experience to people.
When's it available?
I don't have anything on availability or price, but you know, we're looking at near term.
I've heard other people say 1Q for the 3G version and 2Q for the 4G version. And the
There's not going to be a different version.
Would be upgradable, software upgradable to 4G.
Right. Yeah, it will inevitably be the same exact device. It's just a matter.
The hardware is the same.
They're not shipping with the modem initially, and then at some point they'll have the 4G modem installed into it.
How heavy is it?
It's like a fraction lighter than the iPad.
Feel mine? Yeah, it feels good. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
Oh, no problem. Take care, guys. And the big thing is that you're not looking at a huge bezel, that you have a bigger screen than the iPad and a smaller form factor. And the buttons have been, you know, with Android, a lot of the other tablets have all these buttons on the front that are unnecessarily, you don't need them with Android 3.0, so they've eliminated them and they have soft keys now for things that you actually need. That way you're not looking at a menu key all the time if you don't need a menu key. When you're doing something, those buttons will go down, so the video comes up. You don't look at those buttons all the time. How you doing?
Good. Can you tell us about the tablet? I haven't gotten close to it yet.
Yeah, the big thing is the temp